The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Yep. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Yep. How we doing out there, Long Beach? It's a long day. How many people are actually from Long Beach here in the crowd? Whoa. How many people are Dodgers fans out there? How many people aren't Dodgers fans out there? Hey, well, guess what? We're talking stick and ball sports right now, but we're talking about this is Super Drift. This is a concentrated version, all thriller, no filler. This is a grade 8. This is a takedown version of what we saw last weekend at round 1 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. I'm Jared Deenda. Joining me by my side is Reese Marin. Reese coming to us from the East Coast, from Colombian descent, and he coaches drifting. He announces drifting now. He puts on drift events, so I'm happy to have him next to me. Reese Marin, thanks for coming back out here. It's not a bad trip coming here to Long Beach. Strong Beach, baby.
Nah, I could definitely say the weather is a lot better over here than it is over in the East Coast, so I'm thoroughly enjoying.
Wait, is the West Coast the best coast? All right, moving on.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I'm joking. Well, again, my name's Jared Deenda. This is Reese Marin. We have Taka Eano, an absolute legend in the Hachiroko world. And then, who do we have there? Oh, Chow, what are you doing up here? I know, I'm joking. He does judge as well. He works on Matt Field's team. Chow is there here in the building. He is Matt Field's spotter. Great to have him here up in the judges booth. But what is going down tonight and tomorrow night, if you're watching here, for the price of admission to happy anniversary, 50th anniversary of the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. 50 years, Reese. Did you know that?
Crazy, 50 years.
Dude, F1 cars used to go down from Ocean down to Shoreline, past where the bar is over there on that far side near the Pike.
Yeah.
F1 cars used to go down that.
Yeah, that
F1, IndyCar, Champ Car, kart. Now back to Indy. You got IMSA. I saw Larry June just dropped a hot shirt and some gear with Diochar HRC. We got the Indy cars in here. Again, open wheel, sports car, and now drifting. So 8 cars. They're going to warm up their tires. We drew straws for our basically our grid, and not our grid, excuse me, but our whole bracketry. So again, 8 cars, excited about that. We are doing this again tomorrow night. This is always just a great festivity. So thank you to Ryan Sage, Jim Lau, they're in the building. We're gonna have a fun night tonight. And thank you to the fans. We got Daniel Stuke out there, Beacham, Casey Cole, Margaritas, Katsanidis, Jeff Jones, Sam Magmumi, Joshua Stewart, and RCP, Rome Charpentier. So we'll warm up the tires. These are, again, some takedown cars, and we are excited for you joining us. We have a packed house, so again, thank you for those. And be kind, be courteous. It's been a long day. It's hot out here. The track's about to get hotter. Speaking of that, let's kickstart things, clutch kick things. This is Formula Drift, Super Drift at Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Look at this. It's a sold-out crowd. Welcome to the streets of Long Beach. Make some noise for the Drift Nation. This is a year to watch. Probably the most talented drifters in the world.
He's exploding towards his first outside zone.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Yo, Ryan Kirk wants it. It could be anybody that could win here in Long Beach. Explode that back bumper. Send it. Here we go. Laser vision on the prize. Your winner, James the Machine Dean.
I have no words for how much this means to me.
That's a hard act to follow. Wow. Oh, the sun is setting. Look at that signature skyline. And guess what? Hey, who's been to a Formula Drift event before? Show of hands. Like a Formula Drift, round. Okay, a few of you. So all those that had their hands down, come join us October 17th and 18th, right here. It was just announced last weekend, round 8 will be back here for the Shoreline Showdown. That's right, it's gonna be a different layout of a track. We start on Shoreline, and we're gonna give it all feedback. That's right, both on the speakers and in your cerebellum, because we are back here, back at it like a track addict, October 17th and 18th. We're gonna start on Shoreline and a purpose-built track over there where the IndyCar trucks are. So it's gonna be absolutely unique, never been done before. Thank you to the Long Beach Grand Prix Association, and of course, thank you to the City of Long Beach for opening their arms to drifting. Because again, without them, we wouldn't be here. Thank you to Dwight, Michael, and the whole team for really just embracing the sport of drifting, because this, Long Beach, is the home of drifting. Unfortunately, Irwindale Speedway, that is down to bare bones. It's knocked down. That was the house of drift, not just Formula Drift, but the whole drifting community. So thank you for everything that Irwindale did for us. But again, thank you to the City of Long Beach and the Long Beach Grand Prix Association. Reese, did you get a chance to walk the pits and cruise around? Have you ever been to an IndyCar race before?
This is my first time coming to this event, and it is jam-packed. There's a lot of energy, a lot of good vibes. It's just crazy to see so many people here. And I'm used to always going to tracks to see in drift cars, so it's really cool to see something different, but it's very unique, and I'm enjoying everything.
Sports car, IndyCar,
everything,
like
dude.
IMSA. You know, it's cool. Like you're seeing the hospitality village.
Porsches, dude. I'm eyeing up the Porsches.
Okay, easy, relax, dude. I mean, we know our boy Chelsea Denofa, your boy. You know, you took him to a championship in 23. But yeah, the variety of cars. I mean, the skyline is signature. Look at the fans up there, all the way atop the cylinder tower there.
Dedicated, look
right?
at them all, man.
Partying up there. So hopefully they got the stream going, and then they just combats that. Dude, Justin Smash, how about that shot going from the roof of that building there? If you haven't seen it, go to @Formula_D on Instagram. Smash just drops in his FPV drone, comes down for the final battle last weekend. Frederick Osbo, he won. He's a 3-time champion. He takes down James Dean, who notably won he went back-to-back here in Long Beach, but he's a first-ever 4-time champion. Third place, Adam LZ. If you're a car guy or car gal or car them, you know who Adam LZ is. He got 3rd place. So it was really cool. I'm looking forward to Atlanta. What's going to happen there? You could tune into every round of competition of Formula Drift for free 90 free. Won't cost you a cent. Just going to cause you a little bit of carpal tunnel as you type in those letters and those numbers to watchformulad.com at the right time, the right place, and the right send it time, because we are getting staged. It looks like Trenton Beacham. So we're just going to warm up some tires, lay out and listen. DJ, what's DJ E-Gas? What do we got here? DJ Petrol? DJ E-Gas. All right, DJ E-Gas going to throw some flair out there. Well, we're going to have some cars warming up their tires. Again, this is just warm-up. We'll introduce you to the drivers. And like I said, all thriller, no filler. We get you home by, not dinner time, by dessert, because we are serving a full-course diet of tire rubber, smoke, a good time. So grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a good time. If you're obviously non-adult beverages, grab maybe an energy drink. I see a hospitality village over there. So, Reese, we are front row and center. Taka, how great is it to have Taka and Chow in the building? It's kind of cool. Changes things up.
You have Taka, who's an absolute legend in the game of drifting for sure. And then we have Dan Chow, worked with him a lot. Vast amount of intelligence, vast amount of wealth and education that goes into him. He's been in the game for a long time. So we're around good company.
Yes, we are. This is just a cool, fun, casual event. Bragging rights on the line. And of course, you can check out the cars up close and personal inside the big round building over there with the whales on them. That's where we're, right? Are we there or where are we at?
Yeah, no, it's right inside of there. It's the first time I went in there. They had a bunch of things for the kids. The cars were all out there. It was just good vibes in there too. Haven't seen everybody in there. Yeah,
so you can come check out the cars, talk to the drivers throughout the day, and they are out there. So check out the cars. Again, happy 50th anniversary to the Grand Prix of Long Beach. So we'll warm things up. DJ, if you will, you can play some music and just lay out and listen. Yep. Well, practice is a wrap here at Super Drift. No capes were harmed in the making of this drift. Again, Jared Deanda, Reese Marin, we are talking about drifting here. We're going to break down. This is the very same track that we used again in round 1. Round 8 will be here. Next round will be in Atlanta, Road Atlanta, the birthplace, the womb of Formula Drift. We celebrate 22 years of Formula Drift here in our 2025 year. But again, 8 rounds, so if you can make it to a round, or if you can't, tune in to FormulaD.com. This is being streamed live as well, so thank you for joining us, and we will introduce you to our drivers. We just warmed up the track. Reese, break down what you and the other 2 judges are looking for, and maybe the outside zones with, you know, kind of walking us through the course, because they come into that right 90, but where are they trying to place the car, and what are they trying to accomplish?
So when they're coming into the initiation, they want to make sure they initiate on a nice wide line. It would be left of the track. We're trying to avoid the rumble strips so we can stay on the proper line. Taking that line, filling out outside zone 1, trying to get close proximity to the wall.
Good. And where is outside zone 1 for the fans that don't know the course?
So outside zone 1, I would say as soon as you come for the first turn, you can see they're kind of going to the right past the tire barriers. You can see they're right up against the wall is where outside zone 1 is. We're going to want them to have a good transition underneath the Firestone Bridge, getting to outside zone 2.
So outside zone 2 is right underneath that bridge. You can see some photographers right there with the orange vest. You want a drag bumper. There we go. We got that. There it is. Nice. The Streets of Long Beach breakdown. So outside zone 1 and 2. Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah, outside zone 1 and 2. And then you're going to use that momentum to make sure you carry the line and fill all out of outside zone 3. You want to get past outside zone 3. Make sure you stay on a nice wide line. Leave the pocket open. Go into the touch and go. And then once you get that position to the touch and go, off into the inner clip, have proper angle, make sure you have good proximity, and off to the finish line.
So outside zone 1, you're coming into view with the naked eye of the judges, right? And drag that back bumper without disrupting the car, because the lead car, it's their responsibility to run as close as possible to the perfect run. Touch that, maybe a little smooch, maybe exchanging paint. Outside zone 1, 2, and the big outside zone 3, what we call the judges wall, then a touch and go, like you said, just barely kind of hit it and quit it, and then dive in on that inside clip with a nice natural sweeping line. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights of last weekend here at round 1 of the Formula Drift Streets of Long Beach. What a party up in the rafters and down on the ground. There we are. So there's outside zone we're talking about, 2 and on. It was awesome. Oh, we flexed on and off the track. The Drift Wizards were out there. We had a great time.
There you go. You got outside zone 1 right there. You can see transition. Down goes to outside zone 2. You can see they're going into outside zone 3.
Yeah, so again, just a real good time. That was last weekend, and that's what's going down here again, October 17th and 18th. Our drivers stepping outside of their cars. And that was our driver intro last year. One of those drivers is here joining us, and a beautiful sunset here on the waterfront, the shoreline. Again, the Shoreline Showdown, October 17th and 18th. If you're here in the building, join us at the final round to crown a 2025 Formula Drift champion. All right, looks like the drivers are poised and ready to go. All right. All right. Drivers are settled. Let's introduce you to our drivers, 7 of which are on the track. 1 driver, it sounds like he's going to fix his car and get it back up to stuff. Let's introduce you to him. This gentleman from right here in Southern California, Evo Auto Works. He's rocking the Hot Pit Auto Fest. He's in his Demo 370Z, his old FD comp car, Kumo tires, Big Drift Energy, NRG, Prisma Lab. Say hello to Jeff Jones. Moving on down the line, this gentleman's going to be driving in Pro Spec. We got a couple M specs up in the building. We got bookends over here. The long flowing hair, a signature line of the more like hair spec versus M spec. Make some noise for the Blue S chassis. This is Casey Cole. This gentleman, again, another Southern California native, Garagistic, NRG, pedal commander, Kumo tires. This gentleman is busy on all fronts. He goes by 3 letters, RCP, Rome Charpentier. All right, if you're an All-American Thunder-loving, purple and green Corvette driving machine like this gentleman right here in the Formula Drift Pro Spec Championship, make some noise for Joshua Stewart. His name is a mouthful, and so is his driving. Well, try, I'll do my best. You know I love it. He's the LS doctor. He's the drift doctor. He's got a big duck club. He's on Valeno tires. Make some noise. He is LS doctor Magmumi Katsanidis. Next up, the green and yellow. He's lemon lime. He is the 961. He is in the BMW with the white wheels on the corners. Make some noise for Sam Magmumi. Driver number 7 coming down the line. Again, joining us here in a little bit will be Trenton Beacham. He's working on his car, but last but definitely not least, looking cool. He's got his ponytail, the sunglasses on, the sun is setting, the M-Spec Performance Fuel Lab coming to us from, again, the Middle America Kenda Tires. Make some noise for him. It is Daniel Stuke. Stokey on the Stuke. And last but definitely not least, down there on the ground, Mr. Andy Luck. Andy Luck, thank you so much for keeping him in order, whipping him in his shape. Takayano Chow and Mr. Marin are going to be our judges. I'm Jared Dienda. And there we go, grabbing some photos before we start, clutch kick, and take some names. Thank you so much for joining us out here. Beautiful Friday evening. If you haven't picked up your Formula Drift gear, we have some inside. Buy a Formula Drift hat, sweatshirt, t-shirt, keychain, something as simple as a sticker. I don't know, support the cause, baby. That's what we like to do. Oh, is that an FD hat? Right on, thank you so much. Appreciate that. FD sweatshirts, you guys are kidded. Heck yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, as we will clear the track and we'll see our first battle. This is randomized here, so again, it's really cool because in Formula Drift competition, we have Pro and Pro Spec. It's very comparable to stick and ball sports. You got Major League Baseball, and then you got AAA. So again, we do have a blend of Pro and Pro Spec, some in their comp cars, some in their demo cars. So we have a variety, a bit of a fruit salad here, and a mix-up, a cornucopia, a smorgasbord, whatever you want to call it. It is a smoky diet, smoked brisket if you win it. And we are getting set for our first battle. It will be Daniel Stuke and Trenton Beacham. All right, our first battle was intended to be Daniel Stuke in that M-Spec Performance S chassis. He's going against an LS-powered BMW of Trenton Beacham, but last minute there, right before driver introduction, Trenton Beacham headed back to the pit. Some of the drivers, Reese, do you agree with this strategy? If you're an FD Pro driver coming out here and throwing your pro car into practice, is this a good opportunity?
I think for every driver, they kind of have their own kind of system going in the works, and I think some of them have it where they can go out there and maybe get a little bit more practice, and I think other ones maybe want to reserve it a little bit. So I think it's really up to the driver and what they have going on, obviously where they have their programs going, what part of the country they're in. So there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, logistically, like I said, physically where the car is at, and also where the program's at. So very cool. Man, those Acuras are looking mean, dude. That gold wrap on those things?
Dude, spicy.
Spicy, man. Always after me gold. And I saw a Lean Customs pin. They did the Acura actual pace cars, which was really cool. I believe Kyle Mohan was driving one, Dio Shihara. So I'm stoked to see some of those FD drivers out there ripping around those Acuras. Very cool. Thank you to Acura for supporting the Grand Prix of Long Beach. And there is our bracket. Our bracket is right there. Daniel Stuke, Trenton Beacham. And then we got Casey Cole and Margaritas Katsanidis, Jeff Jones, Sam Magmumi, Joshua Stewart, and RCP. Like I said, change, you know, we got Pro Spec and Pro. You know, you got Pro on that top left. You got Pro Spec. Margaritas kind of danced in Pro. Jones, he's in his demo car, and then Sam, I've seen him crush it out here. I know this is your first time. Sam, for whatever reason, absolutely slays under the lights here for our Long Beach Grand Prix fans. Joshua Stewart, Pro Spec driver, the Corvette, has the opportunity. Would love to see him kind of up on the box, really put on a show here. And then RCP is, you know, obviously one of the best in the biz. It's got you know, this car. It's a 1 Series, right, or is it 3 Series?
No, I believe I think it's a 1 Series.
Yeah, I believe it is too. So RCP, you know, he's a busy man. You know, the Shanahan's putting him busy, if you know FD, the championship. But again, RCP, that is his pro car as well. So that's going to be really interesting. Like I said, different approach. We are hearing that Trenton Beacham, unfortunately, is calling a competition timeout, meaning he does have a 5-minute allotment to fix his car. Hopefully we'll get him back up here. And that, again, that strategy is played out. Here is a pro driver in his pro car, round 1 last weekend, had a little bit of hiccups, some gremlins, some issues, and working him out here, where he is here from Southern California, he could get it done before going all the way to Georgia for round 2.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way of looking at it, being able to get some testing in, make sure everything is the way it needs to be, and it could give him the confidence that he needs going into Atlanta.
All about strategy, and like you said, where's the car at, where's the team at, where's your head at, get your mind right, and you can see that starting grid. And also, for the fans that are maybe new to it, we have the start chicane. Or what is the start chicane? Basically, you can see those cones down there. Basically, the chase car can leave the line as early as they possible to time it. The lead car goes through a quick little chicane, or just a jog left, to basically, so it's not a drag race from the start. We try to bunch them up, for lack of a better term, into initiation, into that first outside zone. So it's not a runaway. You know, it is about style, it's about impact, it's about placement of the car. And Reese, you and the judges in FD in the Pro Championship, you know, Taka and Chow basically work on teams and work with teams. You yourself are a judge, but you really instituted something interesting that, you know, I think is a good opportunity and a good perspective of the lead car, giving them the opportunity of the platform to have a good chase run, really kind of leaning into that. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so in drifting, you know, whether it's competition or not, it's always been very important that the lead driver, he sets the pace, he sets the application of the zones and everything. So here in Formula Drift, we really wanted to stress in round 1 to, hey, listen, when you go into the initiation, leave the pocket open, give the chase driver every opportunity possible for him to get into the pocket. Because that is his responsibility. The lead driver responsibility is to run the correct line, leave the pocket open for the chase driver every opportunity that he has. Because if he does that, when they switch positions, then the chase driver is going to have to do the same thing in the lead. And that's where the real competition starts to come down and play.
Yeah, you guys have really cracked some skulls, or I should just say, you know, as far as expectations, no left foot braking, no funny business. You know, just run that solid line as if you're dancing all by yourself.
Right.
You know, dance by yourself, thrash and bash, tap those walls, exchange paint with the wall, and then, again, leave that window of opportunity to chase them down. There is our 2025 season schedule, so if you'd like to join us in the building, you can see that, breaking it down. All right, looks like Katsanidis is coming to the line, the LS Doctor. He is going against Casey Cole. I've looked up, that building is so iconic, right? Like from the round turret one, the condo's over here, but that one to the right, is it like haunted or something? Or
With
no,
the one with the
Jake?
green roof?
I'm looking at young Buck Tanaka over here. I said, is it haunted? He says, I'm pretty sure. it just looks haunted. But, you know, now that we talked about it, our phones have picked it up, so they'll tell us some story about it. But such an iconic skyline here. Excited to be back here for round 8. The Shoreline Showdown, excuse me, easy for me to say. The Shoreline Showdown will be one for the books. It's going to be an exclamation point on a fantastic 2025 season. So, all right. So, again, with that competition timeout of Trenton Beacham, we are advancing on our next battle. Casey Cole versus Margaritas Katsanidis, which is driving the LS Doctor vehicle. This gentleman works on motors. Casey Cole, also an engineer. He helped develop and build both his car and that of Daniel Stuke's car. So M-Spec these two S-chassis vehicles kind of applying different things. But with the Pro Spec, do you know, are they running the same Pro Spec tires? I would have to assume they're just going to run kind of what they're running in their respective championships, either Pro Spec or Pro.
I would assume so, yeah. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming these guys are definitely running the tire that they would, again, just so they can have that practice, have that familiarity.
Yep.
Like, I know what this feels like with this tire, so I would just take a safe assumption that that's what they're running on.
And for those newcomers, tires, that's obviously the big, that's where you hook up. I mean, in Pro, how is it dictated tire size? Because the more rubber, the better, essentially?
Yeah, well, you mean on the
fine
track?
Balance. I'm saying Pro. Let's just talk Pro. Tires. Just talk about it real quick.
Well, I mean, it's definitely, when it comes to the tires, it's definitely understanding how you're going to set up the car, what your preference is. All of that really plays a role in how you're going to apply that to that. So I think every driver kind of has their own little recipe when it comes to that.
On average, every Pro car about 1,000 horsepower. The weight dictates the tire width.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was basically getting at there. Is basically, so if you have a lighter car, you can, basically, you can only run so much, right? So much of a tire. If you have a heavier car, you can run maxed out, but you got to find that happy little balance, that perfect quant of a spot, right? That power to weight ratio, and how you apply that power to the ground. Side bite, get all the technology here. So we are about to send it. Are you ready, Long Beach? I know you're eagerly waiting. The sun is setting, lights are on. If you like what you see, feel free to make some noise. Here's our first battle. It's Casey Cole and Katsanidis. Casey Cole goes into that first outside zone. You can see Margarita sliding in that pocket there. Casey Cole goes a wide swing. He goes all the way out there. He taps that back bumper. Lose a body part, lose a bumper. He keeps on keeping on. Looks like he threw a tail here. Into that third outside zone. Now going into the touch and go. He's got to transition in that last and final inside clip. Looks like Casey Cole put it down. We'll run it back and see. It didn't look at first take that Margaritas was thrown off by Casey Cole. Honestly, it just looked like he kind of maybe a little failure to launch there, but Casey, he got out there. But let's run it back, Reese. Anything at first glance as we're, again, going to take a look at the replay. Reese, again, do you think, at first glance, do you think, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see on the replay here. You see, going with the initiation, you see Casey does a good job. It looks like he's getting nice and wide there. It seems like there seems to be a little bit of a hiccup in outside zone 1. Don't seem to have that here on the replay. But kind of going to what you were saying, that I do believe the chase driver didn't have the proximity that he needs. So the errors that were going on with the lead driver didn't really hinder the chase driver. He was kind of separated, really wasn't in.
He was running his own thing.
Yeah, they were kind of doing their own thing separately there.
Yeah, so LS Doctor there in the chase. So there it is. Looks like he checked up. Casey Cole, he tapped. He went in violent. Didn't affect Katsanidis, the LS Doctor there in that BMW. Casey Cole, he grew a tail there, a fiberglass one at that, and then transitions through that touch and go, dials it in. The LS Doctor, the pink BMW, did catch up a little bit there. Was it too little too late? And there we are seeing, looks like the vehicles should be making their way back. That looks like that could be Casey Cole out in the back.
Yeah. You can definitely see, he definitely reeled him in. Definitely reeled Casey in, but a little bit of separation over in the first portion of the layout.
Reese, what's interesting here too is some of these Pro Spec drivers have never, some of these drivers, I should say, have never driven this course, and only with a couple practice runs. Oh, I'm seeing Trenton Beacham in his BMW. That's a good sign. But some of these drivers have never driven this course, and this is the least forgiving Formula Drift course in the championship. You know, we have kitty litter, right? Runoff, grass. These walls, you fight the wall, and as Johnny Cash says, the wall won.
Yeah, they're not forgiving.
Johnny Crash, I guess that is. The man in the black race suit.
Yeah, I can only imagine that a lot of the Pro Spec guys, they're probably very excited coming in here to definitely give it a go at this legendary track. But yeah, like you said, this isn't forgiving at all. So it's you got to be on your P's and Q's here.
I fought the wall and the wall won. There we go. All right, Margaritas out front now. Casey Cole. Again, all thriller, no filler. We start with 8. We whittle it down to 4. Then we have our final battle for overall. We are clear to send. Here we go. LS Doctor out front. Casey Cole train. Let's go. Here we go in that first outside zone. Ooh, oh boy.
Oh no.
Train's out. Hey, you know what?
Right, just a fender bender. Just a fender bender.
Tires are your friend, not food. All right, looks like the LS doctor just needs a little bit of maybe a nose job, doctor.
He's a nurse.
No, he's all right.
Nurse.
He's all right. Just make sure he's okay. But that was just it was a little bit of Austin Powers like, no! Aw.
It happened like in slow motion.
It did, that's what I was saying. You know the Austin Powers scene with the steamroller? It's like, get out of the way! No, get out of the way!
Oh, man.
All right, all joking aside, we'll make sure he's all right. Sure, maybe more pride than the vehicle.
Let's see if we can see here where it went wrong. Maybe he got into something slippy or something. Let's go to the initiation here. Goes in, gets on throttle. Yeah, no, oh, no, you know what? I think something may have broken in the front end. I think that's what made it happen. You can see on the initiation, you see the front end, the wheels get a little bit crazy. Kind of suspecting maybe if the rack went or if maybe the tie rod in or something, but you can definitely see that something happened.
Hey, he's all right. Sorry to cut you off there.
No,
Just make sure he's good. He's got a smile on his face, too. All right. Okay, so we will have a final battle. No third place battle dictated by qualifying position. All right, so the luck of the gargoyles on one driver's side for third place and the overall winner. All right, well, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. The action continues. We'll pull them out of the rubbish. Hey, you have fun out there at Long Beach? Make some noise. You ain't got to go nowhere. We're just chilling, man. Grab a drink, grab a good time. We'll be right back here from the streets of Long Beach. This is the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach Super Drift.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
You need parts? We got parts. Need it fast? We got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Visit your local discount tire and service centers for all your automotive needs. We're family owned, serving as your one-stop shop to have your vehicle running smoothly. We offer 5-star services and a price match guarantee. Plus, get 2 tires free when you purchase 2 select tires. What are you waiting for? Go online and schedule your appointment today.
Who the hell can stop me?
We are back. We're still clearing house here. Unfortunately, the LS Doctor. Thank you to all the men and women around the track. You see them in the white suits. They're not caddies in the Masters right now. They're actually corner workers in the Cal Club. So thank you to those folks. And we could see also our staff and safety crew with the red suits and the white helmets, making sure he's all right. Looks like SCCA working the corners. Again, 50 years, man. There's some really cool photos and videos that are pulled up, and it's really neat. My boy Chris Reese over at Pike Bar. Have you been to Pike Bar?
Yes, sir.
Dude, what an amazing establishment, right?
Me.
Love it.
Good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes. My man Chris Reese, he's got a bunch of really cool posters and paraphernalia over there at Pike Bar, Cherry and 4th. Dude, it's Motorsports rock and roll bar, baby.
Yeah, a lot of memorabilia over there.
Really cool.
A lot of drifting history over there.
Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah, we've been partying there for a while. Also, a new great spot, Ism Brewing, over there on the Promenade. They got a Send It Long Beach beer, dog. I got a beer over there. Extra pale ale. I know you don't drink, but.
No, but I enjoy a good little taste every once in a while.
Yeah, just a little wet of the whistle.
Yeah, a little song.
Little how's your father? All right, here we go. Slide him left for Casey Cole. Slide him right for Margaritas. And Casey Cole, train gets the win. Whoop, whoop. Casey Cole gets the win. Make some noise for him, that M-Spec vehicle. Unfortunately, the LS Doctor is tapped out. He gets in the tussle with the wall. Fortunately, it was the tire wall and not the concrete wall. That's a little more forgiving. Not a total trampoline. Doesn't bounce back and then, you know.
Little malpractice incident over there, but.
Did you say malpractice? More doctor jokes? Heck yeah, dude. I like that. I like that. All right. And there we are waiting. Come on. Come on. Come on. We have, again, a few more battles left. I did see Beacham make his way up to the line.
Yeah, he looked like he was able to get back in time.
Yep.
Forward to see him out there again.
All right, let's pull him off there, and we will tow him out.
He said 50 years in this. Huh?
Yeah, man. Like I said, there's been some amazing history here from IndyCar and F1 and Andretti Racing here. I mean, it is really, really cool. This is, I mean, essentially the Monaco of the U.S. You know?
Right. Yeah, and when I got here, I'd never seen it before. I went to go get some food, and all I see is all the race cars just zoom by at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I'm like, whoa.
the back straight.
Yeah, that's where I was over there.
Yeah, like in between 8 and 9, basically.
Yeah, scarfing down some tacos.
Because right. Tacos and race cars.
Sign me up.
Shoot, TGIF, baby. TGIFT. Thank goodness it's Friday tacos. Okay.
Man, I wonder what could have happened.
Yeah, I mean, can we push him out? Like, big heave-ho?
I got more doctor jokes.
hit him with another doctor joke there, Reese. What do you got? We're gonna perform open
Heart surgery.
open car surgery. Yeah. If a crash lasts longer than a few hours, might want to consult a physician.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the initiation again. You can see here in the front end. You can see. Looks like something gives out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that left wheel.
Yeah.
Looked like his arm, or he was doing a little.
It was like later.
Little slappy with the suspension.
So I think
that left wheel straightened out.
Maybe a tie rod or something, or I don't know. Just it looked a little violent. Just said, yeah, I'm not doing this.
All right, slowly getting him here off the track, and again, he will retire. Hopefully, we'll see LS Doctor tomorrow night. Give him a round of applause as he makes his way. Unfortunately, with Toe Mater here, and SCCA will get him off the course. Thank you so much. Hey,
Doctor.
Two-wheel motion, dude. That's a new one. A little wheelie.
Oh, he's doing a wheelie. Yeah, I was gonna say he's doing a little wheelie here, dude.
Brap, 12 o'clock, boys.
Yeah, really good guy though.
Oh, the Greek doctor, LS doctor,
awesome.
drift doctor. Come to find out, not a doctor. I literally thought he was like went to school.
No, you did it.
Yeah. I did. And I was like, what do you, like, you know, because it's crazy. Like, some of these drivers, their daytime job, you know, when they're Clark Kent and then become Superman here at Super Drift, you know, and he builds motors. So hence the profession, you know, if you do so many hours or something, you're a master. 10, I guess he's a doctor, right? 10,000 hours. So not a doctor, no diploma to be had.
Just in
But-
theory. Just in theory.
Yeah. All right, we got Beach on the track and Beach here on Shoreline. Beacham damn near killed him. Daniel Stuke, he's going against Trenton Beacham. So another M-spec vehicle, and look, here's the conundrum for these guys. If Stuke wins, it's going to be an all M-spec battle in the final four. That'll be cool.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, that's
Bragging
like,
rights
bro,
at the shop.
bruh. They say bruh like my son says, my 11-year-old calls me bruh. Don't bruh me if you do know me.
Whoever
You know what I'm saying? They say don't bro me if you don't know me.
For real.
Don't bruh me if you don't know me.
Damn right.
Look at this is like the Epcot center of manufacturers up here. We got McLaren. We got a
Nice. That's
yeah,
really good inside.
Crazy Dave's car lot up there. All right, here we go. We are sending cars. This is Daniel Stuke and Trenton Beacham. Daniel Stuke, he drives pro, so does Beacham. These are both their pro cars. This should be a good battle, good test, good practice, and a great super drift. Here we go. Stuke stuck it to the wall, he gets out there, Beacham into that pocket, transitioning. You saw Beacham kind of straighten out that second outside zone, going to that last judge's wall. Stuke smoking out Trenton Beacham, and that ESR BMW wraps it around. Good execution by both of them on the inside clip. I will tell you, Stuke almost got out of the outside zone one. Good fluidity in that second outside zone. He brought it to outside zone two. Beacham was in the pocket, but take a look. If you're a newcomer, we want them to duplicate the angle. Beacham, you saw, didn't. He was kind of 45 off. Watch it again here, Reese. Walk us through.
Yeah, we can see here they're taking off here. We're going to do the initiation here. Gets outside just like we're asking. Gets back on throttle. Good proximity. Not as good on the lead going to the wall from Stuke. You see outside zone 2 gets a little bit better. Leaves a little room on the table there. Does leave the pocket open there, it seems. Looks like Beacham does a good job with the transition. The touch and go. Gets to the inner clip. And they're off to the finish line there. Good solid lead. Good solid chase. I'll turn them around and see how they do when we do it in reverse.
All right, let's get them racked and tracked. Breaking their back. Here we go. Trenton Beacham will lead. Daniel Stuke giving chase. Let's see with Beacham with the clean air out front, how we can throw it down. The lights are on. In between them, once they extinguish, boom, there they are. So you can see a tower of 5 lights. They all go on, and once they extinguish, that lead car can leave the line. No earlier than that. Beacham goes in, that ESR BMW. Gets out there, very similar to Stuke. Look at Stuke pedaling back. He had to back off. He had to back off. Beacham really putting it down. Now transition that last inside clip. He does run it over. All right, so Reese, I know you're doing double duty here. I'll let you kind of think, ponder, and you kind of give me a little tap when you're ready to wrap out here, because we'll take a look at it again. Look at Beacham. He's stoked because, again, he was not at the driver intro, but he did make it back out here. He did call it comp timeout. Like I said, our next round of competition in, shoot, less than a month. So let's take a look at it again. Walk us through it, Reese.
There we go. Here we have Beacham in the lead going to the initiation. Seems he gets nice and deep outside there. I do like that. Like the proximity there. Could get a little on the table there. I like the synchronization of the transition from Stuke in the chase. Closes the pocket. Going into the touch and go here. Nice smooth touch and go. A little bit of a separation there. You can see Stuke is back into the pocket again, but we do have Beacham going over the inner clip. Seems like he's kind of lying a little bit there.
Okay, looks like here we go. Waiting for the judge's verdict as our next lucky drivers coming down the chute is Jeff Jones and Sam Magmumi. And those drivers. Hey, again, thank you to the City of Long Beach, and thank you to the Long Beach Grand Prix Association. There's somebody I want to send a special thanks to Mr. Dwight Tanaka. Dwight Tanaka, a big pillar and support. Thank you for him and his team, but also happy birthday. Happy birthday to Dwight Tanaka. 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dwight Tanaka. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Everybody, round of applause for Dwight Tanaka. If you don't know who he is, look him up and do not cross that man. He wears Hawaiian shirts, but he will lead you with an iron fist. I've seen it. Don't get out of hand. Dwight will come after you. Here we go. Here's the verdict. Daniel Stuke gets the win over Trenton Beacham, and it was unanimous. Daniel Stuke gets the victory, and so does Dwight Tanaka. Like I said, you fight the wall. Dwight's fought in a wall, and actually Dwight won. Again, the cars not so much, but Dwight does. I've seen it. Remember that one concert? It got out of hand. The fencing going down, never forget. Never forget. Here we go, moving right along, setting the battle. Jeff Jones, look at that American cowboy right there. Is that Kid Rock?
Oh, kind of looks like it, man.
I think that's Kid Rock right there. Jeff Jones in his 370Z. Evil Auto Works from right in Redlands, California. He's on Kumo tires. Big Drift Energy. Man, that meat is smelling really good. This is brutal.
Whoa.
Speaking of meat, let's smoke him right now. Here we go, Jeff Jones, Sam Magmumi coming into view. Big wide swing by Jones. Nice job. Magmumi comes up shallow.
Yep.
He bit it off. He snapped back. Make his teeth chatter right there on that second one. Magmumi, he's on the struggle bus. But Jeff is not setting him up for success. He did do good on that first outside zone. Jeff came in swinging. Again, this is his demo car. This is not his comp car. Saving his comp car in the corner for, again, May 8th. We will be out there. I should say Mother's Day weekend. Yep. We will be out there. Excuse me. Yeah, May 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Here we go. So here's Jeff Jones.
Yeah, we have Jeff Jones here going into the initiation. Good initiation. Looks like staying some nice and wide on that line there. See, he comes up a little bit short on outside zone 1, transitions a little bit early, comes really short on outside zone 2, has to pull the handbrake to initiate, comes up short on outside zone 3, goes into the transition. Looks like he gets to the touch and go pretty good, and past the inner clip there. You see Magmumi does a good job of adapting in the chase. Does a good job. We're going to turn him around, switch positions, and see how this unfolds after the second round.
And here we are switching it up. Thank you so much, Reese. Some great insight there. So now Sam's got the Magmumi is the last name. Sam is the name. Let's go.
So Sam here just needs to put down a better lead run.
Yeah. Set up Jeff Jones, like you said.
Get close to the walls, that's all.
Just get close to the walls. Don't disrupt the car. I'll tell you, Sam really came on the scene a few years ago here at this event. I was like, who is this dude? And he works hard. He's always got a smile on his face. I remember seeing him at E-Town last year, thrashing on his car and just like smiling the whole time, man.
Good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes, as the kids say. So Magmumi will lead. Jeff Jones giving chase. And we are getting ready. And we are sending it. Lick the stamp and send it. United States Postal Service, COD, cash on delivery, baby. COFD, cash on Formula Drift. Here we go. Magmumi out front. Jeff Jones chasing him down. What's Magmumi going to do? Doesn't have anybody out front. Comes into that first outside zone. He does get out there. Oh! Wow. Don't know if there was contact there. He saved that one. We'll take a look at that again as Magmumi. That was very scary.
What happened?
Oh boy, Sam goes off. He goes left.
What happened there?
So Sam might be fighting his car. Don't know if there was contact. We'll take it and run it back. But going from outside zone 1 to 2, don't know if Jeff hit him from the back or Sam just straightened out. He was going right towards the wall. He saved it and kept it off the wall under the bridge.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely see going from outside zone 1 to outside zone 2, there seems to be something that happened. But then we also see that something happened in inner clip 1 where Magmumi looks like he just completely comes out of drift there. So interesting to see maybe a replay on that to see what's going on there.
Shot a 78 today. Three over on the front, 1 over going to 17-18. Bogey, 17-18. Shot a 78. Waiting on the score here for Sam and Jeff Jones. Let's see. And here it is again. So was there contact, Reese? It might have been with Jeff in the back of Sam. Let's take a look.
See the initiation here. Jeff doing a good job. Chase there, pocket two positions.
I think Jeff just maybe caught him.
And then here.
No? It looked like he straightened out there.
Yeah, it looks like he straightened out independently there. And see if we can get a different view here or see if we can just analyze this a little bit more. The initiation comes in. Magmumi goes into the initiation, gets back on throttle. leave some room on the table for, and then something happens there. I don't know, does it? Yeah. We go through here, we go through the inner clip, and then straightens up on his own accord there, it looks like as well, too. Very unfortunate.
Okay, well, it might have been independent, no contact, and we are hearing that there is no scraping or evidence of contact on Jeff's bumper. You can see that Prisma sticker right there. So still waiting on the scores here.
Yeah, you can see that the front bumper there was nothing wrong with the front bumper at all in that transition, and that's what I was definitely zoning in on to see if I can see if there was any disruption there, but it seems like it's clean.
All right, waiting for the verdict here. Reese, did you put in your verdict?
Yes, sir.
All right, dropping the hammers.
Want to know what it is?
No, because I'm about to find out. I'm about to find out. All right. Reese, when are you bringing me some good Colombian food, dude?
Empanadas?
Empanadas.
I'm sure there's some good Colombian food around here.
I bet there's some bangers around.
I've been seeing on TikTok and Instagram there's some banger spots around.
Yeah, dude, where are you taking me?
Papi, lo sabes, cuando quieres, vamos.
Lorale. I'm when it comes to Mexican, I'm
he
like
said orale.
I'm like the Taco Bell of Mexican, dude. Like I'm I'm half. So
that's
yeah.
all. I mean, yeah, if you're in California, you're pretty much
Yeah.
Latino anyway. But.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that, man. I don't know how to speak Spanish, dude. Just call it like it is. Here we go. Jeff Jones or Sam Magmumi, and Jeff Jones gets the win. Jeff Jones gets the win. See, I knew you guys were going to go that way. Unfortunately for Sam, looked like he had some issues.
Yeah.
The Gremlins showed up and said, not today. So Magmumi, we will see him tomorrow. Again, we're going to wash, rinse, repeat, and do this all again. Same Grand Prix time, same Long Beach channel. That's right. We'll be back at it like a track addict. Shout out to my boy Killer Mike and Run the Jewels. Butcher that line, but it's a good time. And here we go. We got Josh Stewart and RCP. See Josh Stewart from the 702 in his Corvette. Did he have the Air Monarchs on? Just driving a Corvette, or are they New Balance?
I
Customary.
I don't think he had the Air
Oh, dude. We need to.
Chow,
Chow, you got your Air Monarchs on? I know you're part of a Corvette team. Let's see those things. Ooh, ooh. Those are going to. Those look a little beat. Those might be the lawn mowing Air Monarchs now. They get upgraded or downgraded depending on the brightness, like your teeth. You know what I mean? You're like, ooh, I need to go to the dentist. You just make your way over to Kohl's. Here we go, moving on to our final battle of the Grade 8. Josh Stewart in the Corvette. He is leading RCP. So pro spec versus pro. This is a good battle, but both of them in their full-on comp cars. This should be good. Josh, a little hiccup there. Takes a shallower line. RCP adjusts. Looks like he's kind of letting the line go. Whoa! Oh, man. Stewart little, but Stewart big crash around that final inside clip and brings it around. So RCP, looks like he was front row. He had a little bucket of popcorn there from Dune and just watched it and was seeing like, all right, I'm gonna see where you're going here. And looked like, again, Stewart did back it in, dumps like a truck in that Corvette, and RCP was just taking a look at where Josh went wrong, unfortunately. So we'll take a look.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see here on the replay. Stewart goes in for the initiation. You can see there is a correction on the initiation right there. Shoots in on the inside, goes really far in on the rumble strips, cuts the line, disrupts the line a little bit there for the chase. Shallow in outside zone 1 and outside zone 2. Rome is trying to do his, hits the wall as well too in outside zone 3. Rome just doing his best, trying to make sure he doesn't get into anything too hairy. But yeah, there was bouncing around like a pinball for sure.
Reese, inquiring minds want to know, how do you analyze this from a judge's perspective? Here's Josh, who's, again, shallow. RCP in the chase position. Seems like, is he dialing it back, or is he having issues of his own?
No, I mean, at least here you can see that Rome is trying to adapt to the line, but you can see when there was a bad transition, miscalculation going into outside zone 2, I think Rome just did the appropriate thing and just kind of made sure he stayed out of harm's way.
All right, our Air Force instant replay. Thank you to the United States Air Force for their support of the Formula Drift Championship. We are clearing up the debris on track. Thank you to the one and only Andy Luck. Andy, thank you so much for all you do. ODP, Old Dirty Panda, an absolute. He's a day one of Formula Drift staff. Thank you, Andy. Love you, brother. Thank you for all they do. Our Formula Drift family runs deep, and there's a few OGs of us, including Ryan Sage, Jim Lau, that of Andy Luck, and Brian Olfert. Some staff been around since day one, 2004.
There he is, the legend.
Legend in his own mind. taking out the trash. I'll be right there. All right, competition timeout. Stewart has called a competition timeout. So the end of the bracket, so we must wait because we have our final four. The other three are set. So our O'Reilly Autoports competition timeout. Already in the final four. Taking a look, and that would be Stuke. And then we had Casey Cole, correct?
Oh, so it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down, the M-Spec battle. And then we got Jeff Jones. What's his name?
Jeff Jones.
Jeff Jones. How we doing up there, Long Beach? Make some noise. And then Josh Stewart or RCP. Hey, real quick, I want to make sure you can hear me and you're excited because this is Friday. Let's start a wave. Those closest to the Firestone Bridge. Those closest, put your hands up, close to the Firestone Bridge. There you go. Okay. Okay, put him down, put him down, put him down. Hold on. Got a little pre-wave. Got a little pre-wave right there. All right, on three, we're gonna send a wave all the way around our bowl. It's gonna come back to you. On three, let's send it. 1, 2, 3, send it. There we go, a wave here. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Come on, make your way through, all the way to the waterfront. You're over there, through the VIP, all the way to the waterfront shoreline. Can you hear me? Don't sit down. Oh, it died. Did it die?
Wow.
Oh, come on. It's Friday. Act like it, kids.
Wow.
Come on. All right, let's see if they catch the memo, okay? We'll send a fax over there. We'll see what's going on. Maybe they're buffering. They're downloading some app or something. On three, let's send it. See if we can go to the waterfront. 1, 2, 3, send it. There we go. Oh, we're raising babies. No, don't hurt the babies. Don't hurt the babies. Coming your way, Shoreline. Coming your way, Shoreline. All the way, jump the track. Jump the track. Is it going? Is it going? Oh.
It fizzled out.
It fizzled.
Fizzled out.
They left the cap off that soda and it lost its carbonation. Now it's just warm sugar water.
Straight flat.
All right, let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. We're going to let the cars warm up. On three, we're going to send it. 1, 2, 3, go. Come on now. Get them hyped. Don't drop the baby. Don't drop the baby. Look at the baby judging, watching, catch an early flight home from San Diego, jump out of the closet like a magic show. All the way, waterfront.
There it goes. It went a little bit. It went. It got a little.
Oh, dude, I can't see. I'm blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Should we try again? All right, let's try again. Let's try again. Fourth time is the charm, as they say. Fourth time is the charm. On three. Okay, yell at them real quick. Say, hey, guys. Wake up. Time to put on a little makeup. Because I wanted to. Sorry, got on a tangent here. I thought it was karaoke all of a sudden. All right, here we go. On three. Fourth time's the charm. 1, 2, 3, send it. Oh, we got party horns. I'm going to throw cake at somebody. Steve Aoki.
Oh, this is the one. This is the one.
It.
This is the one.
Hey!
There it goes.
Duke, it's got to circle back. Oh, red guy. Red guy in the suit. What are you doing? He's got your umbrella up looking like a Mary Poppins over there for the Ferrari team. A spoonful of petrol makes the medicine go down, brother. All right, are you ready, Mary Poppins? I don't know, it just came to my mind. Here we go. The Mary Poppins over there is going to start it. Once again, it's coming all the way back to you. 1, 2, 3, go, send it, come on. We got nothing but time. You're not tired when he's standing down, sitting down, fight, let's ride.
Here it comes.
Here it comes, coming your way. Coming your way, no pressure. And see if you can cycle it back to my man over there, Mary Poppins. Is it coming? There we go. Go. Oh, it's like a trickle. Oh, it's like whale watching.
What is
It's
that?
like whale watching. What is that? The kids, what you're doing, look, the kid's crying. The kids are crying over there. All right, I'm gonna try something. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's the woo wave, okay? So it's called the audio wave. So everybody on 3, y'all, woo, okay? 1, 2, 3, woo! All right, we'll let the cars go. We're bringing them up here. Ooh. Stewart and RCP both called competition timeout. So like a wave, but you just yell woo, okay? So starting with my man with the red over there, the umbrella, and it's a wave, but it's audio. So instead of putting your hands up, you go woo, okay? So on 3, 1, 2, 3. And a hush falls over the crowd. Can you text Cindy or something? Tell Teresa and Todd to stop and pay attention. We're trying to make the babies happy. That's what we need. The babies like waves and woos. Strictly W's, exclusively W things. Waves, woos, water.
Ric Flair all day.
Wick Flair, Wick Flair. All right, let's reset the battle here. This is the second portion of this battle. Both drivers have called competition timeouts. We're talking about RCP, Rome Charpentier, and Joshua Not So Little Stewart. Because he drives that big man Corvette right there, man. I'll tell you what, bro.
I'll tell you
what, brother. Let's go. Do it for Dale right now. No NASCARs were hurt in the making of this one right now. Here we go. RCP is going to lead that garageistic BMW. Joshua Stewart's going to give chase. Let's see what we got. Coming down the chute, RCP did call that comp timeout, so you wonder what's going on with him, what's cooking in his kitchen. Into that outside zone, transitioning. Josh Stewart comes up bit short into that second outside zone. Joshua Stewart is straightened out. RCP continues on, keep on keeping on. The garageistic, is it fantastic? It's garageistic. Around that final clip, Stewart crawls his way through.
Solid lead. Very solid.
Absolutely solid lead. And he did what he needed to do, getting that fresh air. I think that's going to be a pretty easy victory in my eyes.
Yeah,
you know, no
kept
pressure
his cool, there. Kept his cool, kept himself composed, put down a good lead line.
Take a look at it again. Walk us through there, Reese.
Now you can see the initiation comes here. Rome does a good job. Gets back on throttle here, so leaves a little room on the table because a little bit deeper. Good job, good transition going through, carrying the momentum into outside zone 3. Nice and smooth and fluid. Looks like he's leaving the pocket over there. Transition goes through. You can see a little bit of bobble in the chase there. Oh, straight up. And off to the finish line there. See, we go through it one more time here. Rome with the initiation. Nice wide line. Gets back on throttle. Approaches up to OZ1. Leaves a little room there. Transition leaves a little room there as well, too. Ooh, little errors in the back in the chase. Rome come through. Good, clean line. Looks like it leaves the pocket open. Goes to the touch and go. And you can see here, oh, Stewart fumbles a little bit in the inner clip.
Ball forward, take a walk. Unfortunately, Stewart will retire. That's going to be an easy victory for RCP, Rome Charpentier.
Good effort, good effort.
Hey, real quick, does that apply? Because Taka is like Japanese American, Chow American, but you know, Asian American, and obviously that's you at the bottom.
Yeah.
It
kind of worked out.
It kind of worked. Chow would, like, I mean, you know, feel like you're more American than, you know, than Taka, and more American than Reese. I mean, he's on a Corvette team, so he's definitely more American. All right, there we go. All right, when we come back, our Final Four is set. When we come back, seriously, it's going to take a moment, and we're having some fun here. In the Final Four, Daniel Stuke, Casey Cole, Jeff Jones, and RCP. So the winner goes to the finals, and then we got our final battle. So literally just 1, 2, 3 more battles left, and we're going to find out who wins here. All thriller, no filler. This is Formula Drift Super Drift.
Need a little help? We got help. Need some advice? We got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Visit your local discount tire and service centers for all your automotive needs. We're family owned, serving as your one-stop shop to have your vehicle running smoothly. We offer 5-star services and a price match guarantee. Plus, get 2 tires free when you purchase 2 select tires. What are you waiting for? Go online and schedule your appointment today.
New Fast Orange Body Wash was formulated specifically with mechanics in mind from the #1 brand in heavy-duty hand cleaning. You never know what you're getting into when you're working in the shop. The new body wash takes care of everything from my dirty hands, arms, and face to simply make me feel clean all over. Tiny wax beads help get the toughest dirt out, while also taking care of the strongest automotive odors like fuel, oil, and exhaust too. It's ideal for those areas of skin that are exposed to grease and grime during the day, but gentle enough to use all over your body. Find new Fast Orange Body Wash at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Fuel your passion with a degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
You're not just signing up to take classes, you're also signing up for a culture and a group of friends and family that really want to help you succeed.
These classes alone are so incredible because you're constantly in that shop working on these cars.
The motto is turning your passion into a career. UNOH lives by that. They equip people's passions for them to go out and actually live the life they've always dreamed of.
Okay, the Final Four is set, the lights are on, and here is a look at our Super Drift bracket here on a beautiful Friday evening. The temperatures dip, the sweatshirts are out, a little bit of breeze. It's gonna clear out the smoke, and we have an action-packed Final Four. Daniel Stuke versus Casey Cole. This is a family battle. This is brotherly, not so much
Whoever
love.
loses has to clean the bathroom, I heard.
Big facts.
That's
they're gonna M-spec the bathroom. they're gonna M-spec the bathroom, and then on the other side, Jeff Jones and RCP. So here's our first battle. Both these guys, as you say, whoever loses got to clean the latrine. You know what I mean? Here we go. Moving right along. Who do we got? That is Daniel Stuke out front. Casey Cole in the chase position. Stuke,
shallow line
really
there.
short-sheeted himself.
Oh, sure again.
And Casey Cole, I feel like they're tiptoeing a little bit here, though.
Oh no!
Oh, whoa, hey!
Dude, what is that, the Harlem Shake? What was that?
What was that? Did you say Harlem Shake?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a throwback there. All right, so yeah, the Harlem Shake late, the Long Beach Shuffle.
Yeah, what was that?
That was a wild one.
It's the horizontal polka, dude. What's going on there? All right, we see the initiation. You see Stuke gets back on throw. You can see he comes up short in outside zone 1, fairly short. Casey does a good job managing, tries to get back into the pocket, still short on outside zone 2, gets deep into outside zone 3. Transition here, and then we see, we see something happen there.
Taking a look at it again here. Both those guys had mistakes on either side. What I was saying is here, because this is their pro spec car, their pro car, 2 cars. Again, 7, 8, 9, we're gonna be in Atlanta. Do they potentially compromise their vehicle and their vehicle performance less than a month, and they gotta drive to Georgia?
So I could definitely see the tiptoeing. I could definitely see what you're talking about there.
But I think that disrupt, it's kind of like when you kind of take some off a little bit, you kind of force a mistake.
Yeah.
You know when you go full ham, you're going to get a full meal. If you back it off, you might just get a little Slim Jim or something,
Get a little turkey, dude.
Yeah, a little bit, just a wing, really? Come on, man. Need the whole kit and caboodle. All right, here we go. Casey Cole will now be out front. Daniel Stuke in the chase position.
Now ideally we want Casey to run a better lead line here for him to get the advantage. Let's see if he's going to put that.
So you're a Casey fan. You said ideally. That implies you're more of a Casey Cole fan. I'm joking. Just kidding, Stuke. Here we go. Casey Cole out there. He stretches out, gets the outside zone 2. And Stuke, he gets into that pocket. Casey Cole, looks more concise, more dialed in there, and Stuke flexing the muscle. You got to think the horsepower differential here between Stuke and Casey Cole, and like we said, the Pro Spec, they run a GT radial tire in the Pro Spec Championship. They also run the Link engine management system in the Pro. Everybody, again, hence the name Pro Spec. Same engine management, same tire manufacturer, so that could come into play here.
Now here comes the initiation. You see Casey does a good job laying down, gets a little bit closer proximity, getting to outside zone 1. Good transition, leaving the pocket open for outside zone 2. See Stuke does a good job getting into the pocket there. See, Casey does a little bit of adjustment there. Allows Stuke to get to the pocket. Good transition going into inner clip 1. Nice and smooth chase by Stuke in the chase there. Good solid lead by Casey.
All right, so we are getting our verdict coming in, and we will move to the other side. I'll tell you what, if Daniel Stuke advances on and he wins, he's had some great success here. He won in the seeding bracket last weekend, and here he is now potentially advancing on. But Casey Cole, it seemed like he was on it, so we will see. See what transpires. Yeah, Casey and, again, both these guys, you know, they live together, they work together. These guys are constantly around each other. Casey's wife's a spotter. She's giving some insight, right? Got a whole, like, compound out there, the M-Spec compound. The M-Spectacular, as they call it, I think that's what
for all the bragging rights, man. It's for all the.
They got unicorns. They got all the fantastical creatures out there, including these race cars and these two Regal Beagles. Daniel Stuke, Casey Cole, and Stuke, there it is.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
All right, that was unanimous.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like both of them had mistakes on that first run, but what was the standout moment that said, hey, Stuke?
So at least for me, what really stuck out to me was in the chase. Casey just looks like he completely comes out of drift, settles the car going into outside zone 1. There were some inconsistencies from Stuke in the lead, but that big error of coming out of drift from Casey, the way I viewed it, was just too much, and I went.
You mean Casey Cole?
I mean Casey Cole.
Yes, thank you.
What did I say? Casey Jones?
Yeah. No, he said Stuke. So Casey Cole had just too many mistakes to offset Stuke's okay run. I think he's got to tighten it up if he wants to win this thing. He's going to go against one of these gentlemen, Jones and RCP. Jones
definitely has to clean it up for sure.
Right, but Casey just had too many mistakes. All right, so we will see Stuke waiting in the wings, and he is going against either Jeff Jones or RCP. And Jones will lead in his Evil Autoworks Nissan 370Z. Again, check out Evil Autoworks, located not too far from here in Redlands, just about an hour from on the freeway. RCP, Garagistic, another shop local here. So cool to see two local Southern California boys. They drive at Hot Pit Auto Fest, another great event and series put on by Jeff Jones. Jones initiates into that first outside zone. He finds it out there, not all the way out, but that does allow RCP, Rome Charpentier. Look at Rome, very fluid in that chase position. With Jeff coming up short in all of the zones, that really did allow RCP to shine in that chase position as far as placement of the car, composure. You saw him just really navigate the car cleanly because Jeff, again, left that window of opportunity as far as some of the mistakes as far as placement of the car.
Yeah, you can definitely see Jeff Jones does come up short a little bit here. We're going to go through the review. Now we see the initiation here. Jones in the lead, gets on throttle. You see approaching outside zone 1. There's a little room on the table. Transition comes in. There's a little room on the table there for outside zone 2, as well in outside zone 3. But you can see Rome's doing a good job from OZ 1, 2, and 3, getting proximity. Dives, get close proximity right there. Gets really close in the pocket there in the chase. Good lead by Jones and a really good adaptive chase by Rome Charpentier.
All right, well, we are gonna re-rack them and stack them here for the second portion of this battle. We got RCP, Rome Charpentier, and Jeff Jones. RCP will have the clean air. We will see who comes out on top to go against Daniel Stuke on the second portion of this battle. And we are sending. Lick the stamp and send it. Do not return to sender. Continue on, do not pass go. Go to the final battle. One of these drivers going against Stuke. The lights are extinguished, and through that starts chicane. The Garagistic BMW goes across the nose of the Nissan of Jeff Jones. Coming to that first outside zone, here comes, boom, RCP in his pro car. This is his top car, so you have to take that into consideration. Places that car, Jeff Jones. He tucks in, but RCP just flexing his muscle. And I have to assume getting it done. The judges quickly grab their tablets, just get Jeff Jones leaving the window of opportunity and Rome in his pro car. The Type S lights are glowing, looking like a rave underneath his car. Let's run it back and see what is glaringly obvious for the judges.
Now we can see here, Rome does a good job initiating. Looks like he gets really good on the outside there. Gets on throw, good proximity into outside zone 1. Good transition going into outside zone 2. You can see he gets real close into outside zone 3. Leaves the pocket open there, giving Jeff Jones every opportunity he needs to get into the pocket. Really good, solid lead run by Rome. And good chase there by Jeff Jones as well too, but we're gonna compare them both and we're gonna come up with the result.
And scores are coming in. I think it's going to be a quick one, unfortunately for Jeff Jones, but fortunately for RCP, Rome Charpentier gets the victory, and he advances on. So one more battle left to find out who gets the win. Will it be RCP, or will it be Daniel Stuke? He's been driving at this track quite a bit against seeding brackets last weekend at round 1. He got the victory overall, again in seeding brackets, and now here we are seeing him in the finals. There we go. So the final battle, Stuke and RCP. Okay, so you guys having fun out there at Long Beach? Make some noise. Absolutely picture perfect evening. Who's coming back here tomorrow? All right, you got your fill. I get it. Maybe, you know, leave some seats for some other people. Hey, there were a lot of people that were streaming to get the seat. These are valuable seats here at the Long Beach Grand Prix. Again, thank you to Long Beach Grand Prix Association for all they do, for opening their arms. This is the home of Formula Drift. You know, our offices were not too far from here. We have round 8 now announced, October 17th and 18th. The Shoreline Showdown. You know the street, you know the streets, and the streets of Long Beach are playing host to round 8. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The Super Drift continues here at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
You need parts? We got parts. Need it fast? We got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Visit your local discount tire and service centers for all your automotive needs. We're family owned, serving as your one-stop shop to have your vehicle running smoothly. We offer 5-star services and a price match guarantee. Plus, get 2 tires free when you purchase 2 select tires. What are you waiting for? Go online and schedule your appointment today.
Who the hell can stop me? Go!
And we are back. Sun is set, the lights are on, the street lights of Long Beach. How long is Long Beach? Miles, distance, how many steps?
That's what I'd be asking you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've spent a lot of time here, you know, the waterfront, Belmont Shore, all the way that way, you know, it's to San Pedro, right?
I don't think I've ever been up and down the West Coast.
Well, guess what? You got some time. Grab a bike, dude.
I should.
Grab a bike. We're going to grab some Lime scooters, go to Pike Bar, get some smoked meats.
That'd be good.
I'm down. Here we go. Speaking of smoked meats, Daniel Stuke and RCP, Rome Charpentier, are in the finals. Jeff Jones will grab that third place spot. And we are looking at Stuke and RCP in the finals. Who's going to get the win? Night 1 of 2 of our Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach Super Drift. All thriller, no filler, Daniel Stuke, RCP. And again, be sure to come by if you want to check out the cars, talk to the drivers over in the big round building with the whales on it, the underwater scenery. They'll be over there. Come check out the cars. It's kind of the kid zone area.
Yeah.
Where Reese is going to be. He's just bouncing off, getting churros, cotton candy, just all of it. He's just over there bouncing. Here we go. Let's send it. Daniel Stuke, RCP, the final battle. Stuke and RCP, both these guys in their pro comp cars. Stuke gets out there, keeps it off the wall, bounces into outside zone 2. Nice execution there. RCP just right there in the pocket, waiting in the wings, getting bathed in smoke. Quick little correction by RCP in the chase. You saw him come out of drift, but it wasn't drastic. It was just a quick, again, that touch and go from outside zone 3, approaching that inside clip, which is denoted by the cone. You saw just a quick little correction, but that just, again, very brief. Daniel Stuke didn't get all the way to outside zone 1. RCP in that pocket.
Yeah, we can see here, starting the battle here, we have the initiation by Stuke. Gets on throttle here. We're going to see approaching outside zone 1. He leaves a little room on the table. RCP does a good job staying into that pocket that was left. Deep into outside zone 2, Stuke go in, leave a little room on the table there for outside zone 3. Transition comes in. Rome does a good job diving into the pocket, clears the inner clip. Stuke does a good job in the lead. Rome in the chase. Now we're going to switch them up and see how Rome does in the lead.
Okay, who's going to get the win? Jeff Jones will join him down there on the ground. We'll have our podium ceremony and trophies down there right on the track where we introduce you to the drivers. Long Beach, you have a great night tonight or what? Thank you so much. If you want to see more, again, October 17th and 18th, round 8 of the Formula Pro Championship, you'll see more cars similar to RCP. Daniel Stuke open to all manufacturers. Just this last weekend, we had the Toyota GR Supra win. The Ford Mustang got second. A BMW got third. So run what you brung, baby. All the manufacturers. So really stoked. A variety of drivers from different countries. So join us October 17, 18. Buy your tickets now. FormulaD.com/LB2. We'll be back here. But again, if you want to see it most recently, come back here tomorrow night. We'll be back here with the same drivers, same Long Beach time, same Super Drift channel. We'll be here again. RCP will now lead in garagistic BMW, chase him down. Daniel Stuke in that M-Spec Performance S chassis. Send it! Here we go. Coming down the chute, good swing from RCP, looking good and composed into the outside zone. Gets all the way out there. Rome Charpentier not leaving anything to question. Look at Daniel Stuke. He's right there, though. Look at that thing wound up. RCP and Daniel Stuke. Round of applause. Come on, Long Beach.
That was a heater.
That was really good.
That was a heater.
Nice run by Rome Charpentier. No question. He risked it for the biscuit.
Oh, he definitely did. Biscuit in the gravy.
Again, who's gonna biscuit? What? Oh, I'm hungry. Yeah, obviously.
Me too. We're all
I'm drooling. Hey, Long Beach, don't forget to tip your waitress. Round of applause if you are leaving. We'll have a winner, or are we going one more time?
All right.
Again, that is an opportunity. That is an option.
We have the initiation here. Rome gets on throttle here. You can see he gets really good proximity into outside zone 1. Good transition. Leaves a little room on the table in outside zone 2. A little bit of room on the table in outside zone 3. Really good solid lead line. Good transition going through. And the inner clip looking nice and smooth. Stuke doing a good job in the chase as well, too. I look at it again. You really want to focus on the lead line from Rome. Does a really good job. He's because he's running such a lead line, leaves the pocket open. That's what allows Stuke to get so close. So big props to Rim Sharpens here, making sure he leaves that pocket open. You can see Stuke darts in a little bit early there, gets back in the pocket. Good transition. Rim does a good job in the lead, gets to the inner clip. So does Stuke. Really good battle there. Let's see how this unfolds.
Hey, real quick, Reese, unfortunately, we have a lost child. We're looking for a young black male, blue shirt. His name is Fala. He's how old? He's separated, he's 6 years old. He's 6 years old. If you see a child, his name is Fala, young. He's looking for his auntie special. We have found him. Thank you so much. All right, well, all is good back in the world for Fala. Thank you. And there is your podium finish, but which way is it gonna go? We'll announce third place and then we'll announce the winner. All right. Okay. And there they are coming outside of their vehicles. Again, we'll say third place and then we'll announce the winner. Therefore, you will know who gets first place. Round of applause for all three drivers here in Long Beach. Formula Drift, Super Drift. We'll be back here once again. All right, so we'll get the trophies out there and our VIPs. So as coming down here, our Acura Regional Marketing Manager, Vince DeWin, will be presenting the trophies. Again, this is the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Thank you for their support of the series. Third place here at Long Beach Formula Drift Super Drift 2025, day one, goes to Jeff Jones.
Who? Jeff Jones.
Oh, Jeff Jones. And here we go. Your winner unanimously. And we'll be back here again. Can he do it again? Your winner unanimously is Rome Sharpens here. RCP gets the win. He wins Super Drift here on Friday night. Congratulations to RCP, fought tooth and nail. And here he is on the podium, makes some noise. M-Spec drivers, second place, Friday night. There he is, give him the fist bump. Second place goes to Daniel Stuke. Daniel Stuke gets second place. There's Casey Cole and his M-Spec teammate cheering him on. Congratulations to you, the fans. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Chow. Thank you, Taka, for all that you do in the drifting world. And thank you here tonight. Reese, anything else you want to add?
Running it back tomorrow, man.
Run it back.
Tomorrow.
Run it back. Run it back. We'll see you guys back here. Thank you so much on behalf of all the Formula Drift staff. Thank you to Andy, Brian, Jim, Ryan, of course, Jazzy J. We will tune in tomorrow. We'll be here back at it like a track addict. And again, happy birthday to Dwight Tanaka, a main pillar here. And thank you for supporting us, drifting and Formula Drift. We'll be back here tomorrow. I'm Jared Deanda. We'll see you back here for day two, Saturday night, under the lights, here at Formula Drift Super Drift. Good night.